guys, welcome back to Pro Friday. So today I'm starting on stretched hair, and all you will need is your comb, your scarf, your hair, and your favorite styling gel or paste. I'll show you this one later. So I already have my front section out. I will have 3 braids, 2 on that front row and 1 in the back. That back row is to hold the scarf up. So to start this braid off, I like to separate 2 sections. The second section I'm going to separate into 2 again. So I'm going to have 3 strands. You see the 3 strands, 2 in the back, 1 in the top. Then I'm going to take these 3 strands and I'm just going to start a plait. So don't grab any extra hair to braid it to the scalp. Just plait it a couple of times. I think I did it like 3 times. And then you're going to take your little strand of extra hair. You're going to add that underneath your plait. And then you start to braid in. And I'm trying to explain this before you see what I'm doing. So hold that fake hair in 2 of your strands that you have plaited, and then you start to braid the weave into your hair. And then you just keep this process going. This time I'm going to add a little thicker piece of hair as I go down. So I'm grabbing what I've already braided and I'm putting that weave underneath. So for my last piece, I'm just going to cut it in half since I'm going to end it. I don't want my braid to be so long. And I'm going to cut that in half. And then I'm going to braid that in the same way. And where I was telling you about the favorite styling gel, I'm using my edge control. This is just so my hair doesn't like fray out where the hair ends and the weave begins. So for the second row, I'm just going to do the same thing, adding the weave as well. Even though it's just to hold up that braid, I want my style to look uniform. I might want to change it up and let that braid show, so I wanted everything to be uniform and look natural. So the only difference with this second row than the first is that I add 3 long pieces. I don't cut my last piece because it has to come, my braid has to come all the way across from one side of my head to the other side. So for it to be the same length as the other ones, I needed 3 long pieces of hair. So now I'm just going to ponytail the rest of my hair. So now I'm preparing my ponytail braid. I'm going to smooth it out, make sure there's no kinks or knots, and then I'm going to cut off those little straggly ends. And I'm just going to tie that up with a rubber band. I'm going to double tie it, make sure that it does not come out. And then I'm going to apply it to my head. So now I'm just going to place my scarf over my second row of braid, and then I'm going to tie a knot in the back. So I'm just temporarily placing these bobby pins so I can braid without the scarf sliding. So you're going to have 3 strands for the braid. 1 strand is going to have your hair in it, and the other 2 strands are going to have the tails of the scarf. So as I get further down past my hair, I'm going to start interchanging my hand with the scarf in it. So I'm going to have scarf in all 3 eventually. So to finish, I'm going to tie a piece of string around the end of the braid and tie it in 2 knots. So now I'm going to be dipping my hair into that hot water so it can have some mobility. We want this hairstyle to look as natural as possible. I'm using a spray bottle at the top because I don't want to accidentally burn myself and my hair. My real hair is up there and I don't want it to fray even more with that hot water. So now let's accessorize our hair. I have this embroidery floss. I have my old midi rings if you guys don't remember that video. And then I have some beads. So I'm just going to be pinching the ends and squeezing that hair into the bead, because these are not hair beads. These are like fabric beads or some kind of crafty beads, and I'm just using what I have. So with that same wire that I used for the midi rings, I'm just going to make me a little headpiece jewel. So you just pinch it in half, add your bead on, and close it so it doesn't catch your hair. Now with this embroidery floss, we're just going to wrap it around our hair however you want, whatever color you want. Just be creative and make it fun. And to close it, all you have to do is make a knot at the bottom or the top, wherever you finish at. Later I also added a beaded wire on top of that for some extra bling. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.